Cooney, loser, bold guy. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, Cooney, upstays alive.
All right, welcome back to the last episode of Raccoon Tweeties. I'm your host, Brendan Cooney. Joining me is Gerardo Alarcon.
Hello, how's it going?
Gerardo,
How are you? Wait, first,
Yeah.
Brendan, how are you doing today, dude?
you know, it's been a rough day.
Oh,
It's been kind of a lot at work, personal stuff. I also have a big boil on the back of my head, which exploded last night, which is good. I mean, I made it explode. I squeezed it because it wanted to release pressure. I don't know if that's TMI. I think if I had filmed it, it would have gone viral because it was so gross. Like all this pus came out.
oh my God.
I'm like-
But do you want to be a guy that goes viral for that? You don't want to do that.
I kind of do. I took a picture. I asked my friends back home. I was like, I explained to them, like, I got this boil on my head. I've had all sorts of issues. Like I used to have a big horn in the middle of my head. That sounds like I'm making it up, but it's not a joke.
No, I'm not shaking my head because I don't believe you. I'm shaking.
Yeah.
I'm still. You want to go viral for that? People are going to see you on stage and be like, "Isn't that Boyle guy that blew up on TikTok?"
I just want to be real, you know? I want to be real, you know? I want people to know me, okay? I'm a guy that gets weird bumps on his head. My dad, also a guy that gets weird bumps. People used to count the bumps. They'd be like, what is that? He wouldn't get them removed.
What did you do to the unicorn?
I got it removed. I got it
surgery?
cut off. Yeah, I mean, it's not real hard surgery or anything. I don't even really remember what they did. They just cut it off.
Yeah, because you were on anesthetics. Or what is it called? Anesthesia.
I don't even know. That's a shop thing. I don't like what would it be? It wouldn't. I wasn't under anesthesia. They probably numbed it or something.
Yeah, I
But maybe
fucked
they
up.
didn't. I don't know. Honestly, don't remember. But they cut off a part of my head, bumps and all that, and now I got this Band-Aid on the back of my head. Pretty painful still. It was going to be less painful.
Yeah, you showed me a picture. It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was a lot of pus, man. I gotta figure out a way to shave my head. But a lot of that show has been like people being like, "Hey, clean your face, get rid of those pimples." You know, there haven't been as many positive suggestions about the teeth or the gums. You know,
Yeah.
they're like your teeth are small,
Yeah.
your gums are too big, and all that, and
Yeah.
you like Il Burr and Bill Burr on meth and Walmart Bill Burr and all that stuff.
Yeah. Not a lot of collaborative effort to make you look better. It's just kind of hurtful.
No, yeah,
Which is a lot, the same reason why I can't do the show anymore.
because I'm ugly.
Yeah.
I won't do any shows with ugly fucking losers ever again.
I mean, you're so ugly, you make my pubes look bigger on my face, dude.
I'm so ugly that people they start looking at you like, hey, he's ugly too.
Yeah.
You know what? That Gerardo Alarcon, he's not a looker either.
What comes first, baldness or boils?
What do you mean?
Like, will I ever get a boil?
Oh, well, the boil is because at least I think, my dermatologist said that, when I shave my head with the razor, some people, they just get boils. So I guess, I was like, what do I do? And he was like, you're fucked. He didn't say that, but essentially.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now, I think, is and this is probably very boring to hear, but I'm going to razor my head and just go not against the grain.
Yeah.
And just with shaving cream, because I like buzzing it, but it's just that's just too painful to deal with. I'm not a crazy person. I don't want to ever have to deal with this again. As fun as it is to squeeze pus out of my ex used to like to squeeze things out of my head. She thought it was fun to squeeze pus out. That should have been a red flag, right?
Yeah.
I just assumed all women like doing that. But,
Yeah.
That's
I
not
had
true.
an ex-girlfriend that told me, do not pop any of your pimples and let me pop them for you. And I'm not with her anymore. Dude.
So there's at least two women that like to do that.
Yeah.
I would like if you're a woman that likes popping pimples and boils and stuff like that, get in the comments.
There's a guy out there for you, dude.
There's a guy. There's plenty of Brendan Coonies. Plenty of Brendan bald bearded Irish guys doing open mics.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah.
Get married to them. Get them out of comedy. Squeeze their pimples.
Meet in the comment section. Leave a comment. I'll pop your boils.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in Belfast that watch your show.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them have boils.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Boils is known for their fucking bumps, dude.
Boils, like the town?
Boils. I meant to say Belfast.
Oh, Belfast. Yeah. The continent or the state, B. Boils. I'm boils and boils of fun. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It is what it is. I look a certain way.
Yeah.
People don't come to the show for my looks, and that's something I have to get over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not fucking weightlifters. You
Look
know?
at this pity party. Look at this pity party we're having.
On stage.
Shut up. Shut up. Have some pride in yourself, Brandon.
Get vaccinated.
Actually, our audience is kind of like on the fence about that. I think, you know.
Yeah.
Actually most of the people that comment seem to think we're idiots for getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe we are. Why not? Jail Fauci. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, do you want to say why you're banned now?
Banned?
Yeah.
Oh,
or
no.
why you don't want to do? Oh yeah, you're banned from this show. I banned you.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do this show anymore.
Yeah, no, I got banned from the Chatterbox Comedy Club. Mm-hmm. Open mic comedy show. And yeah, ever since that happened, I told you the first day it happened that I didn't want to do the show if I'm banned. And so if I can get unbanned from Chatterbox open mic, because I don't really care for doing the Sunday show.
Right.
I just like doing the open mic. If I can get unbanned from the Chatterbox open mic, I have no problem with continuing to do the show.
Right.
Yeah. As unreasonable and as ridiculous as that sounds, it makes sense to me, dude, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've had like 1 month long of like talking about this.
Has it been 1 month already?
Yeah.
Wow.
May 4th is when I got banned.
Damn. You know. Yeah. The date. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. You're definitely a crazy person.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got banned.
Yeah. That's why. They're like.
Well, wait,
for
before
their
you
own
go
safety.
on, I want them to know, or the audience to know, that I got banned for no reason, right? Like, I used to have a podcast with people that do the Un Poquito podcast, and for whatever reason, they question my character and think that I'm going to start something at the open mic when I haven't done anything. It's just like two people that can't get over the fucking fact that I don't want to work with them. You know what I mean? They've lied about me constantly, and they're continuing to lie about me, and it's not going to stop, and it hasn't stopped. And I just would rather have no
association
yeah,
with anything
no association,
Chatterbox.
anything close to that.
Right.
Unless I get unbanned, then I'm, at least there's some sort of closure there where I'm not getting like continuously fucking reprimanded for being somebody that I'm not. I'm not a
Right.
bad person. And so,
Yeah.
anyways,
And we're friends.
yes.
And I'm not, well, many of my friends are bad people, but I don't think you're a bad person. And the craziest thing to me about it is that this show, like you're not going to do our show anymore because of the show Chatterbox. I have never even done that show. I don't even know what the Chatterbox is. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. You did the Chatterbox last night.
I know. I did the Chatterbox last night, which makes it even more. And literally, the poster is a raccoon. So the show poster is a raccoon.
Oh my God.
So that was a bit awkward.
No, I mean, I'm friends with a lot of the people that, host the mic and that continue to do the mics at the Chatterbox. And I just don't understand why,
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, so this will be the last show.
No, I mean, we're going to have
Yeah.
another show if I
Right.
get
That's
unbanned.
right. Yeah. If you're unbanned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I can get unbanned. Like,
Yeah.
it's not impossible. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say I'm going to hound the mic every week. I just don't want to be banned, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no reason to ban me from the Chatterbox.
Yeah. I mean, I could die from this boil. So
Yeah.
there's a whole thing. It bled a lot. It's not really blood though. I don't think it looks like blood, but it's like, I think the stuff that comes out of it is actually pus, even if it's blood.
It's like when you pull a hair and skin comes off.
Skin comes off when you pull hair.
Wait, that doesn't happen to you?
Dude, you might be dying. You got like a flesh-eating disease.
Yeah.
No wonder you're banned. They
Yeah.
don't want you spreading your poison there.
No, I'm banned
Your
because
flesh.
Ricky Macias banned me. And I have no beef with Ricky Macias. As a matter
That's
of fact,
good.
I haven't talked to him for maybe a year now. 1
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And he has some feelings about me that I don't quite comprehend. And I could understand why, because he has two people in his ears telling him how terrible of a person I am. And I'm not that bad of a guy, dude. There's things in my past. I got sober, dude. Like, I was a terrible person at one point, but I feel as if I've worked towards being a person with a high work ethic and people that can't match that work ethic.
Yeah.
And it converts itself into he's a terrible person. Look at all his relationships, all this stuff. And that's just not true. I have plenty of other relationships that I've kept that weren't related to work. And those that I lost because of the work ethic and whatnot, and what I believe should be matched and what shouldn't be matched. And the lessons on top of that I learned along the way, that maybe not everything's so important.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just not perfect. I don't know how else to say it. It's like, I've been a part of a lot of different podcasts.
Yeah.
There's some that I left because I wasn't getting paid. And it's like, I started to rent out an apartment and it's like, I got to make money. Like nobody talks about like that. I still talk to those people to this day.
Right.
I've ended other podcasts or whatever, and it's always been healthy. You know what I mean? And like, there's one like Josh Michaels. We did Josh Gerardo, right? We ended the podcast and we lived together and it was fine. Other things happened as far as like, I don't know, a miscommunication between two people that has nothing to do with podcasting or work in general.
Right.
And whatever ulterior motives or whatever, I'm not going to put that on anyone. But for whatever reason, we just couldn't be around each other.
Right.
And so I moved out when I was asked to move out.
Right.
And that's that. It wasn't even a permanent situation either. So
Yeah.
I don't understand how my character comes into question. And I don't know. I would never ask anyone to speak for me. I told you, right? The day that it happened, I told you, like, I apologize. I'm sorry. I love doing this show, but I just can't do it. And it is strictly on your friends run the chatterbox, dude. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. And I apologize. On the podcast, I apologize to you. And, and if anyone believes that I should be banned from the chatterbox, that's fucked up. And that place means a lot to me. And I got to figure out what to do now that I don't have that option. And that's not even like a hard thing to figure out in your mind. So like, it's not every solution goes to like, I wish I can go to the chatterbox right now.
Right.
But it being taken from me is something that I don't deserve. At least let me get banned for a good reason,
Yeah. Well, since you're banned, I think you should at least let me have a George and Lenny moment thing where you kind of look off into the thing and I come behind you.
Oh, and shoot me in the head?
No, I mean, yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the people that you're saying that you have other relationships that are still going on, you do. And I know you told me that sometimes when those people are like, hey, when you're not in the house, can I take off the handcuffs and chains and stuff like that so I can walk around freely? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I know. It's so stupid. I don't know. I want to laugh at being like who I am. You know what I mean? But I feel like I get scrutinized for something. That I'm labeled as some Brendan Schaub narcissist when I don't do anything. I just stay here. I drive shitty cars. I don't find ways to fuck people over and then reap the benefits of that. I'm simply trying to do my best as an open micer, dude.
Yeah.
And an open mic fucking banned me, dude. And this podcast is about open mics, dude.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is like your episode where you get to say why you're leaving. We have to tell people why, you know. I would have liked to keep doing the show with you.
I would love to do the show.
Yeah.
Want to put that out there? If I'm unbanned from the chatterbox, I have no problem doing the show.
Sure.
And if I'm unbanned from the chatterbox, I don't have to go to the chatterbox. There could be some sort of agreement that I'm not banned and I just can't go to the open mic, whatever. Just the fucking fact that you can ban me over nothing is very troublesome to me. Continue, sorry.
Yeah, I would, yeah. So yeah, if you're banning is a whole thing. Banning. I don't think
Why?
What's that?
Why? It just doesn't make sense to me. What makes okay, if I'm being political, like I didn't do anything to get a ban. Oh, okay. Like wearing my suit and tie. But like I got banned because Dominic, Angel, and Ryan Reyes have something that they don't want to resolve with me. They have no interest in resolving things with me. They had an issue with me last July and they publicly stated that I'm a thief and I stole money from them, which is not true. I didn't steal any money from them. I produced a show to the best of my ability and they reaped the benefits of that. And they got paid from that, right? I paid them $2,100 each. And whatever else was from that, we made $13,000 total from the show. And I paid them $2,100 each. And on top of that, being told that I'm a liar to the audience that we cultivated, I put in all the hours, I supplied all the fucking equipment, and I always had a place to do it at. You know what I mean? So that's where it all stems from. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
That's where it stems from. They don't fucking like me because I didn't want to work with them anymore. It was very important to them to get out first and to say that they left the podcast, whatever, to like try to salvage something from it. And, I wouldn't do that myself, but it is a smart thing to do. I don't know if they retained those viewers or if they saw any benefit from that in the long run. And I hope they did because I want the best for them. I want the best for them, and I don't think that I was the best for them. And they fucking reiterated that with all the videos they posted about me. You know, I say let bygones be bygones. I tried to reach out to them when they said that I can reach out to them. And I was met with a response saying that I should come on their podcast to talk about it on a podcast, which is probably the worst way to go about resolving anything.
Which is what we're doing right now.
No, but we're not beefing though.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, I've never met either of those people. I don't know anything about.
I just find it important to let people know why. That's why. So I can cut out this if you want me to. I'm just letting people know why.
Whatever you. I mean, this is the episode where you say
I'm getting unbanned
not.
from the chatterbox right now, dude.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. I keep telling Brendan. Brendan has no fucking hope. Look at his face. He thinks that the podcast is over.
I think,
I believe that I can get unbanned from the chatterbox, dude.
Okay.
Very likely.
I think you would need to show up with flowers every day and send funny notes and like beg forgiveness and like, right. Just, I don't know what you need to do.
I'll beg forgiveness right now. I'll buy flowers and have them sent to them via DoorDash because I believe in the company. It's great. It pays me too. So, and also too, like, dude, I'll kiss the fucking shoes. I'll kiss the ring. I'll say sorry. I am sorry. I've said sorry before. Right? I didn't walk back any sorries or anything. Yeah. I just didn't want things to be confusing to a new coming audience. So I deleted videos where I did say sorry, but I wasn't going to have the people around that were there before that deserved to hear what the fuck I had to say about it. I said sorry in a video. I've said sorry about it multiple times after that. And I am sorry, dude. And I love them. And that's what I said to Dominic when I called him on the phone. I said, I love you and I'm proud of what we worked on together. You know, I'm sorry it went down the way it did, but it just went south. That's it. You know? And
yeah. You're probably going to have to keep doing that over and over and over again until it makes a dent.
Don't make a dent.
Don't count. Doesn't count B.
No, I don't have to.
You have to be different.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. I don't have to do it over and over again. Obviously, I could reiterate things, especially when these things flare up like herpes, right? For this here, yeah, I apologize. You know what I mean? And if I did anything wrong at the chatterbox, I apologize for that. And I've done it in person. I've done these things the way you're supposed to, I guess you could say. And it's hurtful, dude. It's just a hurtful thing. And, you know, I enjoy doing this show. It does bring me a lot of joy. Yelling at you when you don't sing a song correctly. You know what I mean?
You are you're people don't see that. There's a lot of coaching that goes into the one take.
Yeah.
There's a lot, like this man has said, he'll look at me after I botch it. And I understand it is annoying. He plays a guitar, you know, and he learns the riff and it hurts his fingers. And we've done it like 10 times, one time only. Yeah. And then I like forget I sing the word wrong and he looks at me, he's like, you have no rhythm. Not even. No. That's yeah. It's like, damn. I gotta have like a small view into Gerardo's learning process.
Yeah. No, I'm a terrible teacher. I have no patience.
No, I don't know. You have good. Well, that's true.
Yeah, I have.
But
no
I don't
patience.
necessarily. Terrible teacher isn't what I would say. No patience. I agree with. Yeah. That's 100% Papa.
Yeah, I always tell people that like I remember in college, girls would ask me like, "Can you teach me how to play guitar?" I'm like, "No, I have no patience to do that."
Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah,
she would like not want to bang you.
But in my mind, it's like maybe a smoother guy. Like, can you teach me how to play guitar? Yeah, you can play guitar. And they're not teaching that. They're fucking, dude. You know
they're
what I
trying
mean?
to fuck.
Yeah,
probably. And you would be very serious.
Yeah.
You try and make them. You're not unlike the drum instructor in what is it? What's that movie?
Whiplash.
Yeah, you're not unlike what is that actor's name? I love that guy. But yeah, the bald
It's not
dude.
Paul Dano, right?
No. J.K. Simmons.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a J.K. Simmons Miles Teller vibe going on between us. I'm kind of like, oh shit, I'm late to the fucking. You're not even here.
Yeah.
You're like, show up at 11 a.m. and you're like asleep somewhere else. You're doing an ACMO episode.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting in there like, I hope he's able to record now. I text you and you don't text back.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm
You're
terrible about that.
You're like a hot chick.
No, but I changed that now. I told myself this last weekend because I had like some 100 missed texts or whatever, like unread texts.
Right.
I was like, Doc, what are you doing? You got to stop doing this.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I caught up on all my texts and I want to be more on top of it now. And I feel bad about that because it's a lot of times, not just you, but I'll text somebody like, I just barely got this. And there was like texts from early in May that I didn't read.
What's funny when you text somebody and they don't text you back often, You really do think it's just you, or at least I do. I'm like, oh, it's only me. He's just not texting me back. I bet he texts fucking Miguel back. I bet he texts fucking Joel back, but I'm just sitting there like a fucking idiot waiting for Gerardo
you know
to
me
text
though
me
too.
back.
I'm a bad texter, but I love talking on the phone. I like calling somebody and be like, boom, 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 and then hanging up.
Right. If I really need to get you, I will call on the phone. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind talking on the phone either. Yeah.
But anyways, all that being said, yeah, I love doing the show. And I was wondering what's some of your favorite things about the show?
Raccoon Tweeties or 10 Minutes of Shop?
Raccoon Tweeties, not Raccoon Titties, not 10 Minutes of Shop, Raccoon Tweeties.
Yeah, Tweeties. What are my favorite memories of doing the show? I kind of miss the old episodes where we would do like ga 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 ga.
Oh yeah.
I like that. I like just random shout outs for open micers that listen to the show.
Shout out Ian Russo.
Yeah, except for Ian Russo. It's fun to talk about open mic stuff.
Yeah.
I like that comedians come up and they're like, I listen to Raccoon Tweeties. It's not always 10 Minutes of Shop. But comedians also listen to 10 Minutes of Shop too. Like just random open micers will be like, oh yeah, I saw your podcast. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That's
but
one
that's a T-Most
highlight for me was fucking meeting Brendan Walsh, dude. Brendan Walsh I loved Brendan Walsh until I met him. And then I was like, dude, now you're a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same. And there's no way that he listens to Raccoon Tweeties, but from T-Most, he did bring into that. That's very cool. Yeah, he was like a guy that we both knew. And
I was like,
know.
dude, I've seen The Unbookables like 4 times. And then he was like, I fucking hate that movie. I'm like, oh, but you're an Unbookable, dude.
Yeah, I just remember him from all the
Twitter prank stuff.
That and also old Laugh Factory clips, which I'm sure he hates.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I mean, I would watch that.
You brought that up too, and then he was like, I fucking hate the Laugh Factory.
I thought it was great. And then also like special random like YouTube thing. I think probably cut out of his specials or something like that. I have no idea. But yeah, I used to watch him all the time. He's one of the many people. When I first moved to LA, I was watching just tons of random like comedians that were like coming up, different show or like different shows. Then I was like, oh, and then I would meet them. It's crazy.
Also, too, meeting JT Parr was cool. You already knew him. But
yeah, we're friends. Yeah. He was, he's one of our guys.
He's one of our guys.
I never met him.
But I never met him before.
Yeah. He's, we started doing open mics together. Very cool guy. Always was like super funny and fun to hang out with. Good hang. Yeah. And then him and Tom blew up. Yeah. Yeah. So it's also weird to see friends of yours become big and then talk about them and then have them on the show. I told Tom, I was like, you can come on if you want. But Chad Kroger, he was like, I forget what he said. I think it's probably he's too nice to do 10 Minutes of Show.
Yeah.
Even though John is also very nice. JT, right? JT. I say the real names. I want a show name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would your show name be?
I have no idea. Last night Luis called me the White Diablo, and I don't want that to be it.
Yeah,
I like that. Call me that. I kind of wanted him to say before I went on stage, so I could be like, I told him not to say my street names because I know like that crowd would get a laugh.
Yeah.
But instead, when I went on stage, like in the beginning of the show, Luis and Daniel were talking, and Daniel is this like suave kind of comic guy, and he said something about breaking up with his girlfriend. And these 2 women in the front, they like looked at each other like, and they smiled and giggled and shit. And then Luis said he was single, and they were like, they just fucking, I swear to God, they did that. And I said that on stage, which is fucked up, man. Women just don't get it. I turned into an incel rant. No, they're both great. Daniel and Luis, both good guys. Give them a chance.
Yeah.
Both good guys.
To be young, dude. You know
they're young guys. It's a young game there.
Yeah. I wonder if the girls are going to be thinking that when they got boils in the back of their head. You know what I'm saying?
When they're with when they're with a guy when they get older and they get boils, they'll probably be like, as long as I'm not with a guy with that.
Or who knows? They may be the girl that's like, let me pop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I listened back. Yeah. I got to find that. I listened back and I said I was single on stage, which was, I didn't mean to say, I meant to say I'm not. And it botched the setup of a joke.
Oh,
but I mean, it was a fine set.
Yeah.
Fine set, Great time for the people. I did some Trump voice, which was stupid.
This last week I did a show in Ventura, and I was hosting. And you know how awkward it is hosting, right?
Yeah, hosting is hosting. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah. So I was trying to like not do material. I feel like that was my crutch. Like where I would just go on stage and be like, oh, I'm just another guy doing comedy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I try to be more like talkative with the audience and like try to set the ground rules or whatever. And then I wasn't getting any response back. So I was just like, do you guys want me to get naked? And then all of a sudden, no, everyone's on my side, dude.
The threat. You're supposed to picture the audience naked to make you feel better, but like you're like, these fucking people, they better, like, I'm going to threaten them with my naked body.
Yeah.
They're not going to want that. They're going to be really into it then.
I was wearing this shirt and you know how it's like, it's very open at the bottom?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm already missing 3 buttons. And I went up like this a little bit and they started laughing.
It's funny because right now I'm in a blazer and a shirt. It looks like I came here to fire you.
Yeah.
I had work today. I had to give a speech because we do these team breakfasts. And every time we do it, since I'm the manager, for lack of a better way of describing what I do, I give these like team breakfast speeches. And I told this one person who orders things to get me a microphone, but I'm dumb. And like, you would know this, you need an amp, right? So I didn't think about it at all, but I should have just been like, looked into it a little bit more before being like, get me a microphone. So she gave me a karaoke microphone, which was like big and like lit up when you talk and goes like, so I'm like, hey, everybody. And it's making all this weird shit. And people think I'm like a weirdo for having a karaoke microphone at the office. So I realized after that, you know, this is not something I want to use again. The boss used it once, like the guy who owns the business. And it was like, and he's like, I can't do this. But so I went on Amazon and I ordered a new microphone. It has like a little amp thing. It's for like teachers. You strap it in here and you put on a headset. It looks like Tim Cook giving an Apple thing. And I got it last night. I got it, had it sent to a 7-Eleven near my house, like an Amazon locker. And I got it out and I like turned on and it was like, Dah! It was doing the same kind of shit. But I realized I like figured out how to work it and I put it on and I felt absurd when I went and did the speech thing, but it actually went pretty well this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it had decent range. So if you ever need to give a presentation, it's like $20, $30. Look for like a clip-on. I mean, you look like an idiot, but it's like, you know, I'm wearing a blazer. I got a shirt on, but that's why I'm dressed like this.
But that was my dream in high school, dude. I always wanted a fucking pocket amp and have an electric guitar walking around school just like, because I was the guy that brought the guitar to school every day.
You played guitar in school?
I brought it to school every day.
That's pretty cool.
And like when you bring your guitar to school, you can't just play it anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not pretty cool, dude. You know what I mean?
It's a bad move. It's like the Animal House thing.
Yeah.
Some guy's like, "What are you doing?" Smashes your guitar. Were you allowed to play it in school?
Obviously not in class, but what I would do is bring it and leave it in the theater, and then each day I would try to ditch one class and go hang out in the theater.
Right.
Because it's like, you know, Island of Misfits or whatever.
Sure.
And I would just play guitar in the dressing room.
I can't relate because I went to hippie school, so I mean, I could literally just go do what I want. You could bring a guitar to school. If you played a guitar in class, the teacher would probably be like, "Wow, that's great."
That's extra credit right there.
Yeah, that's some bonus pointos in Spanish or whatever. I would always lie about how many bonus points I got.
You were a good student in school, huh?
Yeah, high school.
Dude, yeah. I think I was a terrible student because I got so excited for bonus, like extra credit, anything. I was like, oh, yeah, dude.
Hilarious. That is the sign of a bad student when they're like, extra credit is like super important to them.
Because also, too, you could like slack off if you know extra credit's coming through. You know what I mean?
Good students, like, and I would, the reason that I was good is like positive peer pressure and all that key to doing. That's probably the only reason why. That and the threats from my father. But like what good students will do is they will do everything, like all the homework assignments and the extra credit.
Yeah.
So they'll like what I would do, like this little bitch in this blazer. I'd be like, oh, here's my homework. I turn it in. Oh, my mom would help me with it. And then I'd be like, is there any extra credit I can do? Ooh, and like, yeah. Yeah, I was like fucking A after A, baby, stacking up A's.
Nah, dude. I remember I got a D in 8th grade science.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't wake up with no bruises. Let me just say that.
But I mean, 8th grade doesn't matter, right? That doesn't count.
Tell my parents that, dude.
Yeah, my folks like they would get on me about middle school, and I'd be like, "Listen, okay, I don't really need this. It only matters in high school, okay?" And they would threaten me.
See, you're fucking smart as shit because I didn't know any of that. I thought everything mattered.
There's like well, it depends also because I was in Virginia, but maybe there's sometimes like 1 or 2 classes in middle school at an 8th grade can count towards high school if they're like high school classes. But yeah, your GPA only matters. Your middle school GPA doesn't transfer to your high school GPA.
Yeah.
If you're stupid in middle school or if you don't do shit, I don't know, you're probably going to be less likely to do well in high school, I guess.
Yeah. So in 8th grade, I was put into math for good people kind of thing, whatever that's called.
Right.
Good people at math, whatever. Fucking what? Obviously it wasn't English, but I was put into
math for good people.
8th grade is like
that's what they told you it's called, you fucking idiot.
No, it was a bunch of nerds, dude.
I know, I'm kidding.
Bunch of nerds, and I was good at math.
I'm in math for good people. They're like, what's 2 + 2? Okay, you get 5 minutes to solve.
Where's the other class at?
Yeah. But you're in like what? I'm dumb. I don't remember what
like
that's
a
called.
higher level. It was basically algebra 1 in 8th grade.
Okay.
So I was in Mr. Bocanegra's class, and he had math, but also science. So I was put into, because like I guess 7th grade math was, they were just like, this guy, dude.
Gifted math, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just, there's so many words, but that's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like not regular, you know what I mean?
Right.
And also not remedial. So gifted could be remedial. But I was put in that class, but I didn't know that it was like math and science because I sucked ass at science. So it was basically like early algebra or something like that and early biology. But I'm like, math, dude, is fucking easy. You know, 2 + 2 is somewhere around
So
5.
you're good at math,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I work really hard. This is how bad at school I was. I got all A's and stuff through just like constant charm and like working the teachers, working every angle I could. And then when I got to college, I got into college, which is like, you know, I got into one of the schools.
Yeah.
Which is impressive, but I don't know how I did. But I got in, and then they make you take a test, right? So I took this English test, and I don't know, I think I was tired and didn't think it was important, and I didn't really try, but I got put in remedial English in college. And I was in a class with like, you know, people that English was not their first language in English class. So
you wanted to say another word, but yeah.
They would be like, what do you think about, like, these aren't like, they're not dumb. They're smart.
Yeah.
They just don't know English as like a native speaker would know. So, but, and then there were dumb people in the class like, with them. I mean, I was the smartest maybe of the dumb people that spoke English as their first language. But yeah, that was really embarrassing. And I was like, damn, maybe I am stupid. Yeah. That's maybe why we're so into this Shab thing. Because it's like, he's not dumb. That far. Yeah. Neither of us are that smart.
Yeah.
So that might have something to do with it. We're just like, maybe we recognize in ourselves what Chab, no, Chab's worse. But yeah, you get it. You get it. We get it.
We're smart enough to know that Shab is worse.
You're smart enough to know that Chab's dumb. That's it.
But so that going from 8th grade, I was in special math, whatever you want to call that. And then in 10th grade, I took AP US history because I was like, history is amazing, dude, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I begged or not, but I did really good in world history, so I got put in AP US history.
Right.
And then I was in AP Spanish, right? So those were my college courses, I guess you could say, because they count towards college credits. But I got a 1 on all the tests, which means...
every AP test?
Yeah.
Which APs did you take?
I took US history, Spanish 4, and one other one. I forget what it is, though.
So, and you got a 1 in the US history? Did you try? Or you didn't try?
Yeah, see, I think I tried.
Okay.
But that leads me to the summer after high school was over, 2008, when I graduated. I smoked weed for the first time. All right. Hey, enter Sandman, right?
Into night, Gerardo's high. Take my hand. All right.
I'm fucking stupid.
I'm like fucking stupid, man.
Right. So I went into I got accepted at college. They're like, "Whoa, this guy's kind of smart, whatever." And
nice.
then meanwhile, I'm like, you know, and I took the institutionalized testing to see where you. What is it called?
Instead of puff puff pass, it's puff puff fail.
Yeah.
Sorry, not worth it. But go ahead.
Yeah, it was a lot of puff puff fail in college, but I took the standardized testing to place myself into classes for college.
Yeah.
Right. And enter acid. I did acid for the first time. That wasn't probably important to the story, but I'm pretty sure I did it right before the test. And then so I'm doing my test, dude. And for English and science or English and math, I just try to finish the test as fast as possible so I can go back out and smoke weed again. I didn't know it was like a placement. I didn't know it was a standardized placement test. I thought the grades speak for themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I come to find out when I meet with my counselor in college that I'm in remedial everything, general ed. So and no matter what general ed classes I took, I wasn't going to get points for them towards my degree.
Wait, why is that? I missed the beginning. Why?
I just didn't even try on the test. I just filled in the Scantrons.
Oh, from the AP stuff.
No, not the AP. Standardized placement testing into college.
Oh, what is that part of the college?
Yeah, well, you get placed into what level of math and English you're at.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
you, how
I feel
you
like
had,
exactly the same thing would happen with me in English. Yeah, for whatever reason, the only one I had to do was the English one. I didn't have to take. I mean, the school I was in, the one I got into, I only had to have like 1 or 2 science credits.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was any kind of math. I mean, it depends on what I wanted to take. But I don't remember if I actually got any credits because I took AP English, AP US, AP Modern Euro, and I got 4s in the US and Modern Euro, 3 in English, and a 1 in bio.
Oh.
The bio, I literally just
filled it in,
because I knew I didn't.
Yeah.
I cheated throughout AP bio. I took AP Calc, but I quit because I was already in school, and I was like, this is too hard.
Yeah.
I mainly would use the German exchange student because he was very smart. I would try and get in his like group test, and I'd be like, yeah, this is how you do it. You know, I was like, I love you, Michael. But it's just too hard, man.
Yeah.
Calc is interesting, but it's just not. It's not how my brain works. You know.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
I got I barely scraped by with a B for the first 2 semesters or something like that. Like I would get like 79.8, and then the teacher would be like, if you get 79 point whatever, I will round up. I'm like, you are a fucking hero, dude. You're a hero, but I am quitting on you.
Yeah.
I cannot do this any longer. I don't think I got any classes off for. You're supposed to get like credit, like you said, but I don't remember getting any credit for US or modern. I think you get credit if you do like the math or whatever. I don't know. Kids today know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I never was like a great test taker. I did okay the 3rd time I did SATs. I think I did pretty good on the SAT 2 writing one, which is hilarious since I got remedial writing. Maybe I really didn't try. Maybe I'm not stupid.
No, we're both pretty stupid.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But,
I think I did try.
I know I know I'm stupid because of how good I felt when I got my first AP class. You know what I mean? Like I got the special fucking math in 8th grade, but
Right.
that doesn't fucking matter, dude.
Where you went to school, you had to test in to the AP classes?
I don't believe so. Mr. Delgadillo, I believe, recommended me.
It's all up to Mr. W.
Why? Whenever it's a Latino name, you just fucking laugh.
Fuck off. It's just funny that one guy, it's like in the school that you went to, there's one man who's like, now I picked the winners.
Yeah.
Mr. Delgadillo is like, no. Yes.
No, but Mr. Delgadillo, when it came to U.S. history, I just fucking loved U.S. history. And whatever the books I had that I would read in school and whatnot, or pretend to read because I'm an idiot.
Right.
I was always on the first page. But he saw something in me and was like, you know what? You're going to AP U.S. history. I'm pretty sure that's how it went.
Yeah, look, with me, we just got to pick it.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you weren't doing very well, they might say no. But I just signed up for all the AP classes that I could get.
Yeah.
And I did all of them, and it's not something like you have to be a certain smart. They'll let you fail. If you're an idiot, you'll just get a bad grade in the AP class.
Yeah.
I think unless you're in some sort of remedial class already, they probably won't let you do it then. But like Schaub wouldn't be able to.
When you said pick it, I just thought of like you guys went on strike to get into AP class.
Yeah, we did fucking. We won't learn until you let us learn more. No.
Until you claim that we're smart.
Tell me I'm smart. Why doesn't Mr. Delgadillo pick me?
Yeah, you needed a Mr. Delgadillo, dude. He came through because when I met when I met my AP US history teacher, Mr. Line. Notice no Latino name and you don't laugh.
Well, he hasn't done anything funny.
I'm just kidding. But what he did that was funny was I think I walked into his class a conservative and walked out of it a liberal. You know what I mean? because he opened my mind to so many fucking aspects of like what America does to fuck its society up or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like, conspiracies basically.
Interesting.
Like he said, he's like, I'm going to tell you what they want me to teach you, but they can't help the faces that I make when I tell you these things.
Right.
He's like, for instance, 2 planes crashed into the World Trade Center on 2001, and
dicey.
And jet fuel melts steel beams. And he goes, like, that's
really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Holy shit.
I swear to God.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You had like what is that documentary, 10 cents or whatever?
Yeah.
You got like a 10 censor or whatever you fucking.
And then he goes,
whatever it's called.
He's like, and the Pilgrims got together with the Indians. And
Loose change.
Oh, loose change.
Yeah. 10 cents.
They got together with the Indians and they all had a feast. I swear.
That's funny.
And those were his examples. And so the rest of the school year was that on
the
crack.
second one is a little more, that's kind of fun. I like that.
Yeah.
The first one is, I don't know. He's like, but that is so funny to be like, have a teacher that does both those. He just said, like, his way of doing it is he's like, and 2 planes hit a building and they fell down. Yeah. That's great.
And then he made us read Howard Zinn. Like, we didn't have a textbook.
He taught at my school.
Yeah. Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I never got to take a class with him, but yeah. I think he died like a year or 2 after I got there or something.
Yeah.
But no, the People's History of the United States.
Great book.
You read the whole book?
Read it 3 times.
I've never read that book. That's cool, man.
Yeah. The beginning is the best part, where he talks about basically the genocide of Indians or natives, rather, whatever.
That guy's like the biggest. He's like the father of the left thinking, right?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I kind of had the opposite experience. My government teacher, first of all, I went to a hippie school, so everybody is very left thinking. And my government teacher, my AP government teacher, was a moron, but like also like very liberal, and just very stupid, and would just say her opinions about everything and like talk about how great like John Kerry was, and like she would just go on and on and on, and she would say her opinions as if they were fact, and it was like MSNBC times a million. And if you agreed with what she said, if you raised your hand and you'd be like, yeah, I think that's great, John Kerry's awesome and all this stuff, she would give you an A. Or if you wrote a thing just parroting exactly what she said, you get an A. If you don't do that, if you write your own paper, and not even saying it's like a conservative thing, you get a D.
Oh.
Like, because I found that out. I was so fed up. After there was Al Gore ran against George Bush, and I thought that Al Gore would make a better president than George Bush. And I would tell my friends that, and they would be like, oh, they're the same. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to change. The same guy. Democrat. Those kind of people.
Oh, so you were talking to New York comics.
Yeah, I was talking to And so like after Al Gore lost to George Bush, they were like all sad because they realized that no, it's not the same. George Bush is like the worst president we've ever had in the history of America. And they were like, they were all like, John Kerry, we got to get John Kerry in or America is going to get destroyed. No, it didn't. Nothing happened. So in class, I would say, I was so pissed off that I'd be like, I would say things that like, she'd talk about John Kerry and George Bush, and I'd be like, well, I mean, what's the real difference between Pepsi and Coke? And I would get a D. But when I took the exam, the AP exam, I got a 4. The best score is a 5.
Yeah.
So was I stupid at that? No.
Yeah.
I probably could have taught that class better than that dumb bitch.
Yep.
She was stupid. She didn't challenge herself. She didn't challenge her students. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She is the quintessential person when people are annoyed with liberals. It's her.
So she's the liberal though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought you were saying that she's annoyed with liberal. No, she's the liberal.
She's the liberal.
You know what? Was she liked by the students?
I don't think so, really.
How old was she?
She was like probably in her 50s or 40s or something.
Yeah, see, these teachers that aren't liked by their student body and then go around poking at people, bug the shit out of me, dude.
It's just, it's so immature.
Yep.
It's so like, so you're going to downgrade a child. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was a child.
Yep.
I was just saying things I was mad about Al Gore losing. And you're going to downgrade me because I don't agree, or I'm like pretend to not agree with what you think. We probably have the same opinions about most things.
Yep.
But you're just stupid. You're a child in an adult's body.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. And I won't comment on her body. I'll draw the line there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not Trump. I'm not going to do it. Not going to say what everybody thinks I'm going to say.
I will say this, though. I feel like I'm so happy to go to school when I went to school because I don't think I can make it in school now.
Why?
Because I feel like I would be a different person.
Be a lot easier to cheat.
Oh, the ChatGPT, all this stuff,
Yeah.
whatever. But even then, though, cheating, come on. Who are we? You know what I mean? Have some integrity, dude. You cheat?
I cheated. Yeah, absolutely. You thought I was going to say no?
Yeah. No,
I did some really absurd cheating towards the end. Yeah.
Yeah, towards
stuff
the
I didn't
end.
care about.
Well,
Yeah.
you also got a bachelor's, though.
Not in college. But yes, I did get I didn't cheat in college, but I cheated hard in high school.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry for asking that because then it
Yeah.
brings like your bachelor's into question, right? Or something.
No. I don't mean, or at least I have no memory of cheating. I think it's like harder to cheat in college because a lot of it, especially I was in communication, so you're writing. Like
You said I was in cum.
Yeah, I was in cum. I was full of cum. Cum was all over the place.
So communications is like you have to show.
There's a lot of writing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you could pay someone to write for you, but I didn't do that. And the test taking was just a lot of memorization.
Yeah.
And commas and like you're literally like filling it out. So I don't even know how you. In high school, the cheating I did, and when I say a lot, I'm exaggerating, but the most egregious cheating was like in math, not AP Calc. I never cheated in AP Calc unless you consider completely having the German do my test for me. Then yeah, that was maybe cheating. But we're a group test.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? What are we doing here, Bappa? No, pre-calculus for the finals and pre-calculus. For the first one, I either told the guy who had to go to the bathroom or something, but I literally took my test, gave it to a smart girl, paid her to write down all the answers, and then went back into class and handed it in. The second one, I fully looked at the person next to me and wrote everything that they wrote, word for word. And the third one, I literally stole the answer sheet off of his desk, copied it, went in and took the test and wrote it. That's the most egregious cheating I ever did.
Yeah.
And I really didn't do cheating like that other than maybe like AP Bio. It was really the science and math stuff because I just didn't care. I knew I wasn't going to learn it. I thought it was a racket. And you know what the real problem is like some of the school, like it's my fault. I did it. But also the high peer pressure of getting good grades and the value of getting good grades over actually learning things, I think is negative in Northern Virginia. You're always competing with your friends and you're not competing to be like, oh, well, I know how to really explain this concept really well of science. You're competing to be like, I got a 99.9. And, so it's not, you don't really learn how to make something. You just learn how to charm your way into that A and brag like a douche.
Yeah.
Which I was and am.
Yeah. Dude, I used to get so excited when the teacher would be like, okay, this class is graded on a bell curve, meaning like the 100% is the best score in here.
Right.
And then that's when everyone looks around and you're like, oh, fucking Jimmy's in here. Dude, he's smart as shit.
Right.
And so the bell curve is basically just like 99%. So like my D is still like a D plus. You know what I mean?
That fucking blows.
Yeah.
We had grade deflation in college.
What is that?
It's when I don't even really remember, but it's it's very hard to get an A, I think. If you, in another school, you would have gotten an A, but you end up getting a B. They did it to sort of compete with Harvard and shit, but
That's
it's we're
fucking
not
bullshit,
even anywhere
yeah.
near that. That's not the same. I would always be like, no one's going to confuse our school with Harvard. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Or dude, I would have went to Harvard, dude. You know?
Yeah. If I wanted this song. There's a scene in The Social Network where it's at the very beginning where Mark Zuckerberg is talking to his girlfriend that's breaking up with him. And she's like, I got this test or whatever. And he's like, that's BU. And he starts laughing at her. And I was like, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Harvard's probably easy too. Fuck, who knows, man?
Yeah.
The elites, we can't trust them.
Yeah.
They're cheating way. You think I'm bad for cheating on pre-calculus? God knows what fucking Mark Zuckerberg's kids are doing. They got robot dogs.
Yeah. Speaking of the Social Network, dude, I've been watching this documentary
What?
about Army Hammer. You heard about this guy?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, dude. You watched the whole thing?
I think so. There's 3 episodes.
I don't even know. I'm on number 2.
Well, this isn't a spoiler because it's in one of the earlier episodes. But the craziest thing to me is the private Instagram.
Yeah.
The Finsta. Here he's filming himself doing drugs.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
He's famous. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
He's got some Hunter Biden shit going on.
Got
We should have done a Hunter Biden Army Hammer laptop. People want to see the Hunter Biden laptop. I want to see the Army Hammer laptop. That shit is fucking crazy, I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to see him hurting women, but I want to see the other shit he's doing. I'm sure he's doing tons of crazy shit. I want to look at his Finsta.
Yeah, I don't want to see him hurting women either. I just want to see like a synopsis. Like, what did you find? Like, have somebody go through the laptop and then be like, all right, tell me what was on it. Oh, you know?
It's like him smoking a crack pipe watching Timos. He's just laughing.
He's like, this is my favorite song.
Somebody's tied up next to him and he's like, time for my favorite time of the week. We're doing better than Army Hammer is. Even if the show fucking is done, we're still better off than that motherfucker. Yeah. That psychopath.
He's insane.
Totally crazy.
Yeah.
Messaging women. Like, it's fun to compare yourself to people like this. We just take the worst people ever. We're like, oh, Callan, Brennan Schaub, Army Hammer. Like anyone even like remotely not bad. We'd be like, okay, we're not going to talk about him and compare him to what we do. But
compare me to Hunter Biden.
Yeah, please compare me to Hunter Biden, Army Hammer, and Brennan Schaub. And after that, all bets are off, daddy. Daddy. People watch this like, I'm glad it's over. These two belong
It's not
in jail.
over. It's not over.
That's
See,
true.
You got a loser's mindset, sir.
I had my whole life a loser's mindset. And look at where it got me. 10,000 views. I'm a numbers guy, B. I promised myself I'd never talk about views. And here I am.
Here we are, dude.
I have come full circle. I'm no different than Chin. Play the Chin clip.
No, me and Brendan have different views on this situation. I believe I could be unbanned still to this day, even though you spoke to Ricky. I still think, dude, you know what I mean? Straight from the, what is it called? Horse's mouth? You still got to get food from somewhere. I don't know what saying I'm trying to use right now, but.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like Lenin and Stalin and I'm Trotsky. And, you know, I'm going to be killed by either Lenin or Stalin.
That's not. No.
Just a perfect, well-intentioned man being persecuted by evil communists.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
You know, with Brendan, it's like, it's funny, the analogies and whatnot, but I don't like the analogies. Gut instinct, I go, no, only because, like, there's no violence whatsoever.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah, there is no violence.
Whatsoever. I'm not a violent person. I did get in a fight at an open mic, and that was the last fight I ever got in.
The guy that ragdolled you?
Yeah, the guy that ragdolled me. And,
Fight. I was beaten up.
no, but I started it, though.
That's true.
And I got sober after that. I'm not a violent person. I try my best here and there, everywhere. What's that from? I don't know. But I believe that I don't believe I should be banned at the Chatterbox. And if I am, then, we'll find out next week. You know what I mean? I'll give it another week, basically. And if the ban's revoked, the show goes on, baby. And I believe in it, dude. I believe the show can go on.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes.
I don't believe in myself, but I will try.
Yes.
I will continue to do it because I enjoy doing it. Also, this show is not about that, but I do really appreciate the people that come up to me at open mics, on the guy even at what is it, Hail Mary's Pizza Spot, the people that message me on Instagram. It's very cool. It's nothing else I've ever done, maybe other than the Flappers pilot, has ever registered with anyone outside of people like open micers that I'm friends with.
Yeah.
Like those people, my close friends, I care more about what they think. But, it's very cool to have people outside of that because otherwise, why would you do it? You can't really make a living just making your friends laugh. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, on top of getting banned, it's like I'm kind of burnt out from podcasting and I really wish to become a stand-up comedian. Mm-hmm. And so in my opinion, it's just, it all works out. I'm getting more spots to do stand up.
Right.
You know, so that's not really affected in this, like,
Yeah.
whatever the outcome is.
Right.
But I just can't, I just got to stand up for myself, dude. And in some weird way, this is standing up for myself. And I believe in it, though. I still, like, when I told you on May 4th or May 5th, whatever day I came to you with it, I still believed that this can be done, dude. I believed that, like, I can get unbanned and we can continue doing the show. And it is an ultimatum, unfortunately, you know? But it's just, you have to look out for myself in a way, you know?
Yeah. I mean, whatever you want to do, it's up to you to do it. And so, yeah, I mean, I'll keep doing it. And, you know, when you're not looking, I will pull the trigger. I'm just kidding.
You'll keep doing it. I'll leave negative comments, dude.
Yeah, you'll leave negative comments. I'll secretly try and get you banned from these new shows that you're on. You know, we'll work together to mutually destroy each other.
I'll leave a video about you online.
Yeah, you do a video where you like make up. You're like, Brennan, here's what the real Brennan.
Yeah.
Here's what's going on.
And then I'll go around telling people how terrible you are still to this day, even though
they'll be like, yeah, I know. Duh.
Yeah.
He killed my mom.
I'll scrutinize every single one of your relationships that you have failed or, you know, successful.
And you'll release the messages I sent to you.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Apartheid.
That's. I don't want you to kill yourself, dude.
Listen, that's what comedy's about. It's about bringing down your coworkers.
And that's how I know you're a
friends.
good guy too, because that message you sent me wasn't even that bad. I thought it was funny.
That's true. What if you take anything from this episode is hurt the people closest to you.
Yeah.
That is the only way up. The way up is dragging others down.
Yes.
Hurt them. If somebody pats you on the back, stab them in the knee.
Yeah, at least stand up for yourself. That's it. Like 100%, dude, I can only take so much. And I regret how I handled the situation to begin with. But I honestly don't regret thinking the way that I'm thinking now. It's not the same. It is a different take on things. Separating myself from people that feel, quote, uncomfortable for me, around me or whatever. Not you, but, you know, people that can't help but listen to this great show. You know what I mean? There's no need for me to be in anyone's life if they believe that I am a toxic, terrible person, you know?
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah. All right. Do you think we've covered it?
No. Let's start over. Just kidding.
All right. Well, that's it.
We'll be back next week.
I have nothing to say after that. But thank you for tuning in. Hope that was interesting for you. See you next week.